Today we got a special guest, the MVP of the Tournament of Power, the man who outlasted gods and mortals, Android 17.
I still don't understand how a park ranger became a multiverse-level threat.
Let's just say I had unconventional training partners.
Seriously though, you were insane in the tournament. Infinite energy, tactical genius, and you tanked hits from Jaren like it was nothing. How'd you get so strong?
Well, I trained a lot, but not alone.
Don't tell me you sparred with squirrels.
Nope, I trained with the Cell Juniors.
Wait, what? I thought they were wiped out during the Cell games.
Turns out a few survived. They were hiding out, wild and unstable. I found them, tamed them, and I turned them into sparring partners.
You trained with miniature cells. Yeah, you lost your mind in that jungle.
They're fast, vicious, and unpredictable. Perfect for pushing my limits. And with my infinite energy, I could keep going until they got bored or I broke.
That's wild. So while we were all fighting gods and fusions, you were doing a jungle bootcamp with Cell's kids?
Exactly. They evolved, I evolved. And when the tournament came around, I was ready. I was basically walking with the ultimate cheat code. I don't tire, I don't need to eat, I don't sleep, I age slow, and I've got infinite energy. That means I can train non-stop. No rest days, no cooldowns.
Wait, so you can lift your max weight forever?
Exactly. I start at 500 pounds. Once it feels light, I jump to 800, then 1300. No sets, no cycles, just pure progression. While you guys are recovering in healing tanks, I'm still grinding.
Even we have to rest, or we risk tearing our bodies apart. But you just keep going.
Yup, and I trained with the Cell Juniors. They're still alive, wild and vicious and unpredictable. Perfect sparring partners. They push me to the edge and I never break.
Honestly, your potential might be higher than Frieza's. He trained for 4 months and hit God tier. You've been training for years with infinite stamina.
Frieza's raw power is scary, but he still needs rest. Saiyans need near-death experiences to evolve. I just keep going. No pain, no fatigue, no limits.
You're like a Saiyan who never stops getting Senkai boost, but without the dying part.
Exactly. I don't need rage. I don't need transformation. I just need time, and I've had plenty.
Man, if you learned Ultra Instinct, we all be in trouble.
He doesn't need it. He's already broken.
All right, so we know you train with the Cell Juniors. You got infinite energy. You don't need a sleep, food, or even a break. But the real question is, how strong are you, 17?
You kept up with me, Kakarot, Frieza, and even Jiren. That's not something a glorified park ranger should be able to do.
Let's be real. I'm not on your level. Not Ultra Instinct, not Blue Evolution, not Golden Frieza, not even Topo. When I fought him one-on-one, he almost eliminated me. I was able to keep up, but not because of raw power. My strength in the beginning of the TOP was around your Super Saiyan 3 level now. Beyond your Super Saiyan 3 in the Buu Saga. I've refined it, I've streamlined it, and with infinite energy, I don't burn out like you guys do.
Super Saiyan 3 with no stamina drain? That's wild. I could barely hold that form for a few minutes back then.
And I never even bothered with it. Too inefficient. But if you got infinite energy, it's a different story.
I don't get tired. I don't slow down. I can block, dodge, and counter for hours. That's how I survived against Jiren. Not by overpowering him, but by outlasting him.
And your battle IQ was insane. You baited Topo and even saved me and Vegeta more than once.
Years of solo combat, unpredictable sparring with Cell Juniors, and no downtime. It sharpened me. I learned to read patterns, exploit weaknesses, and stay calm under pressure.
So you're saying the tournament itself made you stronger?
Absolutely. Fighting past my limits, adapting to God-tier opponents, and surviving in a no-rest, no-mercy arena. It pushed me beyond anything I've trained for.
Kind of like how Saiyans evolve through battle, except you didn't need to nearly die every time.
That's right. I don't need a Senkai boost. I just need a pressure. And that tournament gave me plenty.
You may not be the strongest, but you're one of the smartest, and that's what kept you alive.
And made you MVP, respect. All right, 17, we gotta talk about that moment. Topo goes full God of Destruction mode, starts erasing everything, and you're just there, still standing, still smirking.
I had to go Blue Evolution to match him, and you were dodging Hakai Blast like they were frisbees.
Yeah, that was a fun afternoon. Nothing like being chased by a purple rage monster who forgot how to block.
So how'd you do it? Topo was erasing blocks, platforms, rocks, hope, and you were still in the game.
Simple. I treated him like a toddler with a flamethrower. Keep your distance, don't make eye contact, and let him burn himself out.
He was throwing Hakai Blast like a candy at a parade. He didn't even flinch.
I've got infinite energy. He's got infinite ego. I just kept generating barriers, baiting him into wasting power and waiting for the tantrum to peak.
That moment when you trapped him inside your energy shield and had Gohan push you guys off the edge, very underrated Dragon Ball moment.
Thanks. I reminded him I played dirty. It almost worked. Topo was strong, but predictable. Once he embraced destruction, he stopped thinking. I just had to survive long enough to expose the pattern.
Man, you were really the MVP. Calm under pressure, infinite stamina, and a sense of humor that could crack Jiren's poker face.
Appreciate it. I'm not flashy, but I get the job done, and I do it with style.
All right, folks. Today we're diving into one of the most underrated bangers from the Cell saga. Piccolo versus Android 17. No transformations, no gods, just raw technique and green fury.
That fight was cleaner than half the tournaments we've been in. No screaming, no key spam, just two tacticians throwing hands like chess pieces.
Yeah, I remember it well. I walked into that fight thinking, how hard can a guy with a cape really punch? Turns out, very hard.
Piccolo came in hot. He was fresh off fusing with Kami, and suddenly, he's moving like a Namekian ninja.
He was faster than I expected. His combos were tight. His key control was sharp. And he kept trying to out-angle me like we were in a Dragon Ball chess match.
You were blocking, dodging, countering, but he kept pressing. That elbow to the gut was brutal.
Yeah, I felt that in my spine. Piccolo doesn't just hit hard, he hits smart. He was testing my limits, trying to find a crack in the infinite energy armor.
And you gave him a run for his money.
All right, no cell interruption, just you and Piccolo. Who wins?
Honestly, it's a toss-up. I had stamina, but he had strategy. If I kept going, I might have outlasted him. Or he might have put out something stretchy, like a limb nonsense maneuver, and choked me midair.
Yeah, Piccolo's got that unpredictable reach, like fighting a green octopus with a grudge.
But let's be real, if you fought Piccolo today, you get folded like Yamcha's career.
Wait, what?
Orange Piccolo, new form, bulked up, divine level key, basically Namekian Broly with a meditation app.
So I'd lose to a sentient orange.
Not just lose, you'd get lectured while being slammed through the mountains.
Great. I survived Topo, outlast Jiren, and now I'm getting dunked on by vitamin C.
Welcome to Dragon Ball. Power creep is undefeated. 17. We've talked tactics, battles, and Cell Juniors, but now we're getting personal. How does it feel knowing my best friend Krillin, the guy with no nose, managed to pull your sister?
The weakest guy in the Z-Squad. Bagged the baddest android in the franchise. That's gotta sting.
Can we not?
Seriously though, Krillin doesn't have a nose, but he knows how to pull women. That's a talent.
Your sister's a certified baddie. Ice cold stare, lethal kicks, and somehow she chose the guy who gets folded by Cybermen.
She saw something in him, all right. Probably his tax bracket.
Or maybe she just wanted someone she could protect for once, especially after all the damage she's done. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does, because there's no way he can protect her.
He's living the dream. House, kid, wife, who could solo half the tournament. Meanwhile, you're chilling with wolves and dodging Hakai blasts.
At least I don't need senza beans after every sparring match.
But you do need therapy after every family dinner.
Let's be honest, 18's a baddie. She's got style, power, and that I'll end you with one look energy. Krillin's the luckiest man alive.
Okay, first of all, gross. Second, she's my sister. Can we not talk about her like she's a collectible card?
Too late. She's already in Krillin's deck.
I swear, if you both keep this up, I'm trapping you both in an energy barrier and launching it to the sun.
Relax, 17. We're just saying, Krillin's got game, and you got wolves.
I hate this podcast.
Now, you versus Jiren. Final stretch. You were the last one standing.
You were like the sixth man of the year. Came off the bench, no transformations, no divine key, and still outlasted God's fusion and Jiren's fury.
Straight up MVP. You didn't just survive, you saved the multiverse.
Honestly, that fight was terrifying. Jiren wasn't just strong, he was relentless. Every punch felt like a planet collapsing. I knew I couldn't match his power, so I focused on staying alive.
You were dodging, shielding, and countering. and still talking trash mid-fight.
Gotta keep the morale up. I was scared, yeah. But I also knew I had one advantage. I don't burn out. My infinite energy meant I could keep moving, keep thinking, and keep hoping.
And when me and Frieza teamed up with you, that final push was legendary.
I was running on fumes emotionally, but physically, I was still in it. I knew if I could just hold the line, you two would break through.
All right, MVP. You had one wish. You could have asked for a yacht, immortality, or a wolf sanctuary. But you chose to bring back every erased universe. Why?
Bring them back.
Because I saw them. I saw warriors fighting for their families, their homes, their pride. They weren't just enemies, they were people. They didn't deserve to vanish just because of a tournament.
That's deep. You didn't just win. You redeemed the whole thing.
I didn't want to be that guy who survived while everyone else disappeared. That's not victory, that's guilt.
You earned that wish, and you used it like a true warrior.
Imagine if you didn't make that wish. All those universes, gone. Forever. Xeno would erase us too.
I'd be haunted every night, knowing I could have saved them and didn't. That's not something I could live with.
And we'd be stuck explaining to your niece how her uncle let half the multiverse vanish.
Exactly. I might be sarcastic, but I'm not heartless.
You gave everyone a second chance. That's bigger than any power level. So there you have it, Android 17, the MVP of the Tournament of Power. No transformations, no ego, just grit, heart, and one universe-saving wish.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should 17 coach Universe 7's next team, or run for the multiverse president?
Thanks for having me. I'm off to check on my wolves and make sure they're not trained to fight Jiren.
Like, comment, and subscribe and support Toonsy.